doing Shooting the Shit with Rhonda and T. Tonight we are reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 6, Episode 1. But before we get started, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to our channel, and share the video. Is he fussing at me? Or he good?
He is like downstairs
Okay, so
in the middle of a football game. He's that
so
loud.
I'm not in trouble. I'm not in trouble.
No, no.
So, Huntsville, opening credits. Everybody looks nice. Seems like the theme is purple. No destiny. Any complaints
No
about
destiny. Not at
No.
all.
No destiny. We got Stormy and Courtney added to the mix. The Whitlows are back in the mix, and Child Kiki got her.
Complaint. Might as well. Hey, D, you loud.
I mean, one thing I will
and
say,
you loud.
Kiki, this is your time to shine. Now, don't come with no daggone. We don't care about who Marceau was trying to. We don't want to hear about that no more. So, you know,
Well, so
I'm
Kiki.
guessing her
Kiki
husband is not coming. Huh?
We ain't really seen him, have we?
He's not in the opening credits with her.
He don't wanna be on the show, I guess.
I am not mad at him.
Who made a guest appearance.
What's up, D?
Smash that thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Hold on. Today is somebody's special day. Today is her birthday.
Happy birthday, Sissy.
Happy birthday, Sissy.
The birthday girl.
Anyway, child. Yeah, Kiki's husband is not in the opening credits. I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to be I wouldn't want to be no parts of this either. His introduction was not a pleasant one. So if I was him, I would tap out too. The show opens with Mel bringing flowers to Kimmy. Kimmy is just past her last chemo treatment. Everybody is excited about that. So she's feeling like she wants to have some type of celebration, get together, something of that nature.
And Maurice, your boy wasn't feeling it.
He wasn't feeling it. He was kind of irritating me, to be honest, because I'm like, I mean, I guess.
If that's what she wants to do, though.
That's what she wants to do. What would you like for her to do? Sit around and just be sad? And, you know, I'm assuming that coming out of chemo, she probably actually physically feels better than she has in a while.
Mm-hmm.
And we all been waiting to hear good news. So I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad they started here. I'm glad they didn't drag it out and have us going, so what the hell is up with Kimmy? So while they're discussing how Mo doesn't want her to do anything, really, Mel comes over and Kimmy wants to have a party, a get together with everyone. And parties are a lot of work, party planning and such. So Mel is like, I do all the work for you. You don't have to do anything. Just tell me, you know, what you want me to do. And you know, she got to invite the people. And she ain't talked to the people since the reunion. They didn't exactly leave on the best note. And so, you know, how are we going to do that? How are we going to reach out to these people that all hate you?
I would have been like, that's nice, but no, I can invite the people. Right. Because why even do that? Why the one person that has potential in everybody? Like, that's being messy. Just invite the people yourself.
She didn't have no. She's hosting the party, so you know.
Yeah, but it's for Kimmy. So Kimmy, you invite the people. We ain't got to be messy. No,
the whole thing was that she doesn't do anything. She doesn't have to. I personally don't want to invite the people either. Huh?
That one, she could invite them people. It wasn't nothing but a phone call or a text. It's just an invite.
Well, that being said, Mel took it in stride. She had no problems inviting the people. She don't give a, all she had to do was call them and tell them, you know, to come to the party. But they did a little skit, and Kimmy gave the stank attitude to Mel that she was probably gonna be receiving
that
from all the people she was calling.
That's what I'm saying. It was messy. I'm like, y'all starting off being messy.
Well, she was here for the mess. She had no problems doing it. She did it, and yeah. Kimmy said that throughout this whole process, Mel been checking in with her, and she considers Mel a good friend. And I guess that's to, negate everything that Maurice said back then as far as Mel not being a good friend, a good close friend. I think Mel is not a good close friend, but I don't think Kimmy has no expectations of Mel being any more than what she is. And
I think all of that went out the window because I think they beefed out right now.
Well, I'm only going by what I saw. But
So I'm like, I'm watching it like, yeah, but I just saw that y'all not good friends right now. So, okay.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not surprised, but in this moment, they're fine. And I feel like Kimmy, when she seen Mel, she said, I don't, haven't seen you since the reunion. Like for her, that's not an issue. I don't know what expectations other people have of Mel on off season, but y'all are work people. Y'all are not her real friends. And so, that's what that is. Martell is getting a facial over at his house. I think it's really funny how he really honestly mimics everything that Mel does. Last season, Mel got a massage, wasting the man's time because nobody wants to be getting a massage when you have company coming over. This time, he's getting a facial because he's noticing some bags under his eyes, and he figured, he likes to take care of his skin. He is a princess. And of course, he has to show up in a bathrobe. Now that he's being consistently
He loves doing that.
Undressed.
Yeah.
If it ain't an apron with no shirt, he's in a bathtub of, roses. This time, he giving you a little cleavage while he getting his facial at the house. I am interested to see what that mask do. Like, I mean, he didn't have it on for very long because his mama came over, but I don't know what the mask do, but I'm gonna have to look into that.
She said, what happens? What's going on with my son? What is wrong with him? When she seen him with that mask on. She didn't know what was going on. Well,
I'm gonna need Martell if he needs to start exposing his mother to some other things because she can't be coming in the sea shocked.
My God, what is going on?
She also says she don't need that because she's holding it all together really well, and she don't really need to worry about all that.
She said maybe when she's 60.
Maybe. Maybe.
He was like, Mom.
You gonna wait till I'm 60. I want to see
you already there. You already there, Mom.
She say no, she not. But she looked like it. But I didn't say that. That's what I heard.
She's definitely already there.
Martell says he talks to Sheree every day. And, they're going slow. They're taking it slow. So for anybody that wants to know, that's not his girlfriend. They're, they're getting to know each other better.
We know what this is.
What he does want, I ain't even mad at it, to be honest. What he does want is for Mel to pray about their co-parenting relationship. I wish I knew what this conversation was. At some point, they were having a conversation, and he asked her to pray about them getting along better. And she said, yes, she'll pray about it. And he's,
he holding her to that.
I had to her back. What's up with that prayer? Don't know what's going on with that. He said he's getting counseling. He's doing his best to better himself. And, Mel needs to step up and do the same thing. Like, she need to work on her end. All he asked for was a prayer. Now, he's doing everything that was asked for him. His mama said, what's wrong with you? Ain't nothing wrong with you. You don't need no counseling.
Child, mama, go have several seats, mama. Have several seats. That's what's wrong with him, mama.
I think that's what's
wrong with him. Yeah. Well, all this stuff that he went through, he absolutely needs counseling.
He's actually just like his mother. Like, because I feel like when he said he's getting counseling, instead of her seeing the benefit that he would receive from getting counseling, I feel like she took it as a dig at her parenting. Like, you're fine. I raised you good. You don't need any counseling. Like, it ain't about you, Mama Martell. Child. And he needs counseling.
You a good man, Martell.
That's what she said. That's what she said. And then he said, he's doing his best to, he could sit around here saying that he's the best guy and nothing's wrong with him. He's a good father. He's a gentleman to women. Okay.
Which one he watching? We ain't
And
watching
that's
the
basically all it takes to make him a good person. But he wants to get a little deeper than that. He wants to see, beyond that. He said the kids came to counseling, and then she was like, "Oh yeah, now they probably need it." And I was like, "See,
them kids need it. Yours don't."
I was like, "See, she said, yeah, Mel done messed them kids up because what she be over there doing is talking bad about the father and making him out to be a monster, and what she needs to do is let go of that bitterness and move on."
Then them having to deal with a new baby just popping up out the blue and having to explain that they didn't do it. That had nothing to do with it.
It's funny because when he said he was messing up, she said, "It's just, listen, that's just a part of life. That's growing pains. You make mistakes and then you heal from it." That's what she said. You heal from it and you move on to be a better person. Mel, on the other hand, is over here being bitter and holding on to all of that ugliness, and she needs to grow up and get over it.
Marlene.
And now she didn't mess up her kids and they need counseling because of her.
All right.
Anyway, that's how they left that. Stormy and Courtney, their introduction as officials. Before I get into Stormy and Courtney, yeah. Bruh, don't ever wear no lacy Fandilly frilly. I don't know what kind of tuxedo that was.
That's true. He had on.
Oh my God. Why she do that? Why she let him do that?
Because he child.
Anyway,
that was from the Mother of the Bride collection. That's what it looked like. Mother
ain't
of the Bride.
nobody that big, and I'm sorry, there ain't nobody that big need to be all that lace and frilliness. It look crazy. But Courtney, that's your man. Stormy, that's your man. So she over at the house, she throwing down on some pork chops, about to get, the family fed. She went over to feed the baby a little something, and then Courtney pointed out to her that the kid is eating food, and because he's eating food, he should probably let go of the boob. It's time to let that go. Where is he coming from with that? I'm confused.
She could still breastfeed him. You supposed to breastfeed up to what? 5 years old, 4 or 5 years old?
Well, you can't technically. I feel like I'm not nursing no 5-year-old. She can still give him breast milk. She doesn't.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. She don't have to nurse him.
That's what I was like. I'm not understanding what your problem is. If the kid is still nursing, he's still little enough. Like, it's not like it's weird at it. You know what I'm saying? He's still little.
Me, when they get the teeth, I'm done with it.
When the teeth come in, that's all. That's it. What I do know is, I knew this girl when I lived in Atlanta, and she was nursing her baby, and he was around 3 years old. He was getting older, and he was so attached to her, she couldn't do nothing. That kid was like always just cling to her. So I feel like the older they get, it's probably gonna be harder to let them let go. You can't like be out in the mall somewhere and your big toddler wanna, pop one out right quick. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I don't know that that's where he was coming from. I don't know. He was being really weird about it. I didn't like it. She said she wants to nurse all their children, and he said he ain't having no more kids, so she don't have to worry about that. Did they always like think that?
That was gonna be my question. Did they have that conversation? Is this new information? Like, did she spring this on? Like, what's her name? That just had the baby? Tiffany. Like, was y'all at agreement and then you changed your mind?
I think Tiffany is different, even though she's young enough still to have a baby because she's only 35, but I feel like Tiffany's kid was already old. He probably didn't think. What'd you say?
There ain't no damn 35. I went to high school with Tiffany. Shit. Okay. Me, her, and no girl from Power.
Her and
We
Diana
was
was in
all
your
in there
class.
with Diana. We
They
was
were
all in
both in
high
your.
school together.
Oh Lord. But Tiffany already had a big kid, teenage kid, so I can see why he would be like, "Why are we starting all the way over? We're almost
Because
like
they
at the
both
end
of
of the
their
road."
kids were teenagers, right?
Right. Stormy got a little baby. Like, yeah, you're a little bit hesitant right after you deliver, but they got a little baby. I can't see why they wouldn't want more baby. They're young people. But
Well,
I was
when
gonna
we first
say,
met her, she was saying that she didn't want no more kids because of how horrible
well, I
her
was gonna say
experience
that.
was.
So when Trisha had her daughter and she almost didn't make it, and I went in that hospital and I saw her husband's face, I was like, oh my God, he's like traumatized. I felt worse for him than I did for her. And she was the one that went through it because I could see it in his face. Like he was sitting there with his son, who's less than 2 years old, you know what I'm saying? Thinking his wife is not coming out of there. So it is traumatic. I don't know what he would say now, but I guarantee you, if I had asked him while Natalie was still a baby, if he wanted to do again, I guarantee you he probably was gonna say, hell no, not after, after that. Courtney is not saying like, I don't know, the whole surrogate thing, that's one of those things that not everybody is on board with that, but it's becoming more of a natural thing depending on your circumstances. And the sibling thing, he just started making stuff up. So I was like, does he not want kids? Is that it? Or does he, because the way he's acting about breastfeeding makes me feel like he ain't feeling none of it.
Well, this is assuming this is his only child, right? And, maybe he just don't enjoy parenthood like he thought he would. It happens. I don't want to have, a lot. I know when she had her conversation with her mom, where her mom was saying he was traumatized and all of that, but he might decide this one for him.
Well, and that's why I brought that up, because I was like, the trauma exists. It's real. I've seen it with my own eyes. But that being said, the whole experience, the whole breastfeeding thing, threw me off, because he was acting like, all right, that's enough. He's a whole kid now. And I'm like, are you jealous of the baby?
I just took it like he was playing. I didn't take it serious.
After the conversation went where it went, then yeah, but I also feel like the conversation was also very random in the moment in front of cameras. I feel like once they discuss it, they'll come to some type of understanding. And she should, he ain't finna open up and be all sensitive in front of cameras. He's, a big old Southern boy with old fashioned values and things. So, boys don't cry and such. So over at Mel's house, her and the M&Ms are sitting down having Christmas trees. So I was like, dang, it's Christmas again?
Child, no. Let's move on. I'm over it.
She makes the phone calls to invite people over. Letitia basically, she was non-problematic, to be honest. Tisha was just kind of like, yeah, all right, I'll be there. Stormy gonna act like she don't recognize her voice for 15 times, and then, reluctantly she agreed to go. And then of course I couldn't tell if Martell was excited or he couldn't breathe, he couldn't believe it, and he accepted the invitation and wanted to talk about the prayer. What's up with the prayer? Is she gonna call him back and let him know about this prayer?
He thought that's what she was calling for, the prayer.
I know he didn't.
Martell,
I know he
stop
didn't. She doesn't want to talk to you. She's not calling you because she wants to. I feel like she got a whole man at this point.
Yeah, but he had just seen her the night before. So he was hoping that that's what she was calling for.
She's not moved. She don't care.
Well, we know that, but I'm saying that's what he was hoping.
That's why he got to be on the flip phone. That's because he doesn't understand boundaries. He got to be pushed all the way back. Stormy is at her crib having a chat with her mama. I'm over these mothers coming on TV trying to act like Miss Wanda and all of them. Like, I don't even understand what her
She Miss
issue
Wanda
is.
part two look like.
Ugh, it's so Stormy has a hard time handling backlash on internet. She should be real prepared because her mama about to catch it for coming on
But
here
that's
acting
what
it.
she was telling her mama. That
Yeah, but her mother,
no,
much like Wanda, likes the attention. She like it. She's here for it.
your mouth is, and I got to deal with you going on there saying stuff.
But she says she ain't sorry and she gonna say sorry. So that's how she feel about it.
Look like moving forward, she ain't sorry.
No, she's not. She said like what you said. She did explain to Stormy that maybe her husband was traumatized by the whole baby thing, but because you know they be on the internet keeping up. It's hard to keep up with the real time, and so her mother was over there tweeting things about Mel. For whatever reason, her mother has a problem with Mel. She says she don't like her energy, and she ain't like it from the day she met her. So it is what it is. Everybody ain't for everybody. Stormy though is trying to. I don't really understand what Stormy trying to do. Like she trying to say I really don't feel the same way my mama do, but I do because Mel called her to invite her to somewhere, and I hadn't talked to her since the reunion. I don't know where she was at that reunion. It didn't seem like she was gonna be talking to anybody after the fact. It was not a good spot to be Mel that day, and you came up there talking about how you and Destiny is just alike. So they had already told you when they stopped filming, she don't fuck with y'all like that. So Stormy been saying this whole time, we're just developing a friendship. We're not close like that. I really don't care. She cares more than she than she says she cares. Stormy does. Her feelings be a little bit in it.
I'm not mad at it. I said from the beginning I didn't think they were gonna be friends for long, and I said from the beginning I thought her and Destiny, wasn't that Destiny? What's the girl? Is that her name?
Yeah.
The other girl. Her and Destiny had the same similar personalities. So I mean, ain't none of this is a shock to me. So
oh, it's not shocking to me.
I predicted from day one, like they ain't gonna be friends.
But what I'm saying is, if you were saying, and I ain't talking about anything Mel says, Stormy, anytime that anybody interviewed her, she talked about her relationship with Mel, she was like, well, we're just in the developing stages. I'm just getting to know everybody. But then you say you don't care, but you act like you care.
If you somebody and you come over and we friends and we kick it and then you just disappear, you would be like, okay, that's weird. Maybe you would, because your personality is not like that.
I think that would be true if the person was like gone for a minute. You talking about a couple of months. Nah, it wasn't. It was like
a long time to
a
not
couple
talk
of
to
months?
somebody. Yeah.
Not
somebody
for me.
that you talk, that's what I said. That's how you are. So that's why you don't get it.
Yeah, and I don't like, and that's what I mean. I'm like, some people just, you ain't meant to be friends like that. If you gonna need me to be like, always like.
It ain't got to be always though. But you just disappear, don't call, change the number, and then just disappear. That's weird. That's weird.
I think it's petty. I think it's petty. I think it's extra. I don't be changing my number and stuff, but I don't contact people like that. Not like on a regular basis.
We ain't talking about that. We talking about this girl changed her number, disappeared.
Well, yeah, she be doing that. And I think, I mean, okay, Mel, if that's how you're going to do things, and you can't expect people to want to be your friend because, you know, if we building and then you cut it off, then we ain't building no more. But I'm going to just be like, okay, well, then you're that person. And I see you when I see you. I'm really not going to feel no ways about it. Not like that. So we're at Kimmy's event and it's cute. You know, it's a little bar situation. They got a little touch of pink everywhere. And I guess they're going to play golf a little bit, have some cocktails, and catch up because ain't nobody seen anybody. The Whitlows are there. Tiffany looking real big and pregnant. Martell comes through with the flowers for Kimmy. Everybody's trickling in.
I've been seeing everybody. We've been seeing everybody hang out all the way up until this dang on taping.
But see, that's what I'm saying. They started taping right after.
No, I'm saying they all been hanging out since taping.
Since taping
Everybody
started.
but Mel. But the
Well,
whole
I
crew
guess
been
we'll
hanging
see.
out.
I guess, but I mean, she already said she wasn't gonna be doing that. But Stormy walked in there and said she's walked in with a stank face, just like Destiny. I was like, oh, you done walked in the room with Destiny energy. She said she ain't talked to none of them since the reunion. That's what Stormy said.
I didn't tell because I've been seeing all them pictures, all of them hanging together.
Because that came after. That came when they start taping again. That's what I'm saying. When they start taping again, they start hanging out again. So why is it different? I don't understand why her expectation is different. Tiffany was all up in your hair care commercial and stuff. You ain't talked to her? Why not? That ain't weird to you because you was inviting her over to events? I'm just saying. She said, I ain't talked to nobody. They ain't here acting like everybody hang out with each other all the time. It's fake, and I really don't do fake. That was her energy. So then why did you come?
For Kimmy, because Kimmy the one person ain't nobody mad at. Kimmy the one person that everybody like, okay, it's for Kimmy. I'll do it.
I was like, oh, Stormy, you giving real Destiny stank face energy when you walk in the door. Kimmy is giving a speech about, you know, her progress, that, you know, they checked what is it? I forget what they call it.
What, her levels?
Yeah. Anyway, the tumor, they don't see anything. They did CAT scan everything. They see nothing. So moving forward, she's going to get surgery and all of that, but she's moving forward with a good diagnosis rather than, you know, something negative. So it's worth celebrating. Everybody was having a good time while they're cheering. Martell is screaming over top of people, asking Mel about what's up with that prayer. Are we going to pray together or not? And I'm not sure. He said, I just want like us to be in a good place, you know, where we're, you know, not awkward around each other, because for whatever reason, he felt awkward when she came in the door. They are at a party with all their friends, having a good time, being cordial. I'm not understanding what it is he's missing. What else is it that he needs? The prayer is going to do what? Solidify everything?
You can't do what you did to me and then ask for it not to be awkward. It's gonna forever and the rest of my life gonna be awkward, and that's how I am. That's just what it is, dude. Like you look,
we do have some
similarities.
Like some of the stuff we kind of, you know, share the same energy.
I'm just saying because I'm just across the board. You know, I ain't team this, team that. If I see it this way, I see it that way. But with him, dude, you lucky I ain't busting you in your face every time I see you.
Well, you know, Mel does fake very well. I do not. So it would have been
I don't.
It would have been hard for me.
That's
I might have told, what's her name, the oldest, Malia?
Yeah.
I would have gave her a written invitation to Kimmy's thing, and I would have been like, give us to your daddy and tell him.
I'd have been like, if you want him there, you invite him. But see, I wouldn't want nobody. I would have been like, girl, all right, I'll be at your party because it's for you.
Well, then we wouldn't have a show and we wouldn't have nothing to talk about. But
anyway,
sure
wouldn't have had that part.
They branch off, start to enjoy the evening, and Stormy wants to have a side conversation with Mel, just like Destiny wanted to have a side conversation with Mel, because it's been since the reunion and we haven't talked. You know. So they went back and forth. Mel, I'm not your fan. I'm not going to be in your DM. So yeah, she wants to discuss, you know, she feels like they've been distant. Mel wants somebody to hit her in her DMs. Ain't nobody doing all that. And so that's where we in that. So I guess, you know, we'll see. The friendship ain't friendshiping like it was last season.
Yeah. I hope it get better. I don't have the energy for Love and Marriage Huntsville. Why is it back so soon?
You know,
It ain't been long.
child. Well, can we just do what? That's it for SWV. That was good for me. Now, I don't need 10, 12, 15, 19, 20 damn episodes of this, okay?
I
Not done.
unfortunately not have anything to do with programming. I don't know how many episodes they have planned for the season, but I will let you know as soon as I check in with, Kingdom Reign. But on that note, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, hit the like button, and drop down in the comment section, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye, y'all.